Hi, everyone. I hope this is recording. Um, Today, I really just want to kind of talk about what's been happening here in the lagoon and why I haven't been live and been able to really bring anything to the table yet. Um, I am a life coach and I heal fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes, kidney stones, gallbladder stones, etc. But today, my message, and I really wanted to come on because my message is about playing out humanity. My husband left, and we are in transition and retiring here to the Philippines. And he left my daughter and myself here and returned back to the States so he could sell our house and the cars and everything. Well, ever since he left, I have just been put through one hell after another. And I'm a very strong woman, but I'm also one that really believes in karma. And I really, really strongly believe in being the best version of yourself that you can be. And, bring out the best in another person if possible. If you are ugly, don't have anything to say, don't say it. We have been, we have given a couple, we've bent over backwards to help some people. And, maybe we helped too much. My husband bought someone a trike, an actual trike, so that because the old trike was not registered, and he knew that my daughter and I would need transportation to get around. So the agreement was that this person would take us around everywhere and take us where we needed to go. Well, that hasn't happened. Ever since my husband left, it has just been dropped like a ball and chain. And, the girlfriend is playing some horrible, horrible games. And I've done nothing. I mean, I've literally been doing nothing but been nice and treated everybody with respect. I have also been told that the hospitality of the Philippine people are 100% amazing, but that's not what we've experienced. We've experienced being looked at, laughed at. Stories are being made up about us. I don't know what it is. No one's really wanting to tell. And I know that my husband will get to the bottom of it when he gets back. But my message today is don't expect your health to be good if this is the kind of person that you are. If you are overridden by jealousy, and you are a very insecure person, then this is going to emanate into everything that you do, right? All the decisions that we make. And being a strong person is fine. We can be a strong person, but comes a day when it just keeps happening and happening and happening. A person will have enough. And today is my day where I have just had enough. So my message to the world, and I want this on YouTube, is if you can't be 1 inch of a human to another person just for the sake of being nice and being virtuous and true and being one of your word and not playing games or trying to play people against people and snicker and snoot and smile to your face, and then when you walk off they're tearing and ripping you a new asshole. I mean, don't expect your life to be any bit of any good. And and I don't mind saying that because it's been one problem after another since my husband's been gone. And I can't figure out why. And it's not for me to figure out why. The only thing I need to do is make sure that I stay the person that I am. I continue treating everybody with respect. I have don't talk about anybody. I'm very actually quite hurt. So I will talk about my hurt if somebody asks. And for some reason, it's just we're getting bombarded, and it's really starting to affect everything. So I'm making a strategic move May 1st, and I pray that there are some good people here that have said that they won't mind helping, because there's just a handful of individuals that are just really trying to cause issues. My daughter found a boyfriend, and now someone is trying to get in the middle of that even, and it's like I don't understand. I understand misery loves company, and what we do, and I'm a very firm believer of karma. So whatever we do, it's going to mirror itself back at you. And then these people turn around and play victim. And it's like, I'm not understanding it. The abuse against their spouses run crazy wild. It's physical, emotional abuse. I'm the type of person that I like to build people. Okay. I don't tear my husband down. I don't talk dirty or ugly about my husband or tell him he's worthless. I build my husband up because he's chosen to spend his life with me, and he's chosen to share what hard earned money that he does make with me and my fam and my kids that are not biologically his children. They had their biological father in the States. It was a failed marriage and it didn't work out. I'm not under, I come from an area where you don't do things like that. In the States, you can be arrested for things like that. It's called domestic violence. And over here, the laws are very, very different. And I'm learning that. And it's not my business. I get it. I stay out of everybody's business, but I'm seeing this. And the reason I'm talking about it is because it's being brought to my and my daughter's doorstep. And so I'm not getting why. I mean, I've not disrespected one person here in the lagoon, and nor will I start because of what's going on. I don't plan on it, because the only thing that we need to do, and if you're dealing with something like this, the only thing that we need to do is worry about how we handle it. Are we going, and as much as I really, my old self, as much as my old self wants to just like run down there and just confront the situation, and I just can't. I just can't. My new self, uh, I just have to smile, but it's really wearing thin on me, and it's really breaking me down. And I shouldn't let it. I'm being told that this is not everybody in the Philippines, but I am new to the Philippines. I was here for 3 months in 2017 with my husband. We were scouting out the area looking for property for our retirement and transition, because we knew we wanted to be all the way up north. My husband is from Poway, Ilocos Norte, which is it's where President Marcos was from. His house is there. The big, beautiful St. Augustine Church is there. And the Wi-Fi over here, we chose to come to the Blue Lagoon because it's all the way up north. So things have been very, very difficult. The Wi-Fi has been very difficult. And it's been very difficult because people have been jacking my data. So I finally got all of that secured. So I've got private passwords now. Nobody knows the passwords. It's just very disheartening when you give and you help people selflessly, and they turn around and they shit on you. I pay 1,000 pesos for someone to do my laundry. In American money, that's not a lot, but over here, that's a lot. And I was only asked to pay 500 pesos, but because I'm the person I am, I pay 1,000. So now what's happening is it's very hard for me to find anyone to do my laundry, and I can't figure out why. It's like, wow, seriously, you guys cry about money. Certain people crying about money. I don't have no money. I need money. And then when you give to them, they turn around and create problems, which not only sabotages their money and the fact of me even giving them any more money to do anything for me, but it perplexes me because I think to myself, I understand that this is a psychological malfunction or something going on. There's a lot of insecurity issues or emotional issues. I'm not sure. But when a person doesn't love themselves and can look in the mirror and say, I really like you and I think you're a pretty awesome person, there's a problem there. And so going back to my message today about humanity and being that person, do not expect your life to be any bit of any quality if that is the person that you're going to be. because I can tell you right now, I have no health problems. I am happy. I'm 53 years old, May 16th. I've been told I look very young, and that is because Bragg's apple cider vinegar is the bomb for not only helping cure type 2 diabetes, but it has cured me of gastrointestinal issues. It has literally dissolved my kidney stones and my gallbladder stones over time. It's not something that can happen in a year, but it has literally changed my life. And it has really like making me look very young. And it's helped my skin. It has just helped everything. So if anybody is out there dealing with some health issues, I would highly, highly suggest, and it has to be Bragg's, the Mother apple cider vinegar. It is literally the only one that works, only because of how they ferment the apples. It is made from apples. That's it. And they do a fermentation process. And within that fermentation process, the acid, it creates a type of acid. And we naturally have what's called in our own stomachs, everybody's stomachs, if you're a human, it's called our microbiome, which is like thousands of bacteria that actually helps us from getting very, very sick. So what apple cider vinegar does, Bragg's apple cider vinegar, the Mother, is it actually works with that microbiome that is existing in our stomachs. So it actually over time, now it took me 3 months to start seeing results, but you have to stay faithful. Like you get up for a job every day, right? So you have to stay faithful with that. You can't do it for 1 month and expect that you're going to see results, because it's just not going to happen. I've lost over 100 pounds, literally over 100 pounds, but it's taken over a year to do that. So when you come in with diets that are quick and you get quick results, half the time they don't work because it's too fast. This is considered a lifestyle change. Well, along with that lifestyle change goes back to my message today. If you're going to be a shitty ass person and you're going to treat people horribly, don't expect your life to even improve with your health, because, I don't know if I believe in karma, and my God is Mother Earth. There is a higher power somewhere. There has to be, or the earth would not even exist. We wouldn't even be here on this planet. But I'm a firm believer that whatever you do with another person is going to come back to you. And if you're really trying to better your health and you're trying to get healthy, you really need to take that self journey to where you are able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I really love you. I think you're an awesome person. And it's taken me years to be that kind of a person. Years. I used to be horrible. I used to talk about people. I used to treat people so horribly. I didn't care. I was literally considered a bitch. And so I don't choose to be that anymore. And so in the face of adversity, I want to smile and hold my dignity and my integrity. And so that's what I'm going to do. It hasn't thwarted me in the Philippines at all, because I know that this has to be just a handful of individuals that are just doing this for whatever reason. It makes them happy. They're getting some self-gratification out of it. I don't know. Maybe they're getting some good laughs. Misery loves company. I really can't understand the way other people think. Now, if they were to talk to me and really open up, and then maybe I could get to the psychological issues that are going on within them and maybe help them better their life. But to me, we're all in this game together of life, right? We're caught in these temples. So what we see in the mirror is not really who we are. Who we are is on the inside. It's what's hidden that makes all the difference. So you hear of a lot of coaches talking about mindset, right? mindset. Diet and mindset play a huge part with each other. And so if you're really trying to cure your fatty liver disease, if you're really trying to come in and cure your health ailments, you really, really need to cure your thinking first. Because if you're not willing to take that journey, I don't really think there's anything that anybody can do. You're slamming the wall down so hard on your own self. A lot of people are addicted to medications. If you are taking a handful of pharmaceuticals, there's nothing that anybody can do until you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I don't want to be reliant on a pill anymore. What can I do to not have to take that pill? It's breaking cycles. It's breaking I'd like to say addictions, because I am a recovered addict, and it was hard. It was very, very hard. I was an IV drug user for 8 months, cocaine, intravenous cocaine. I smoked marijuana for years, and I was a drunk. And so I broke free of all of that. And I am now believe, and I truly believe this in my heart, that life can be an addiction too. And so our thinking can be an addiction. We can be addicted to our own thinking. And so it's breaking that cycle that has to happen. It's saying, okay, if you're arguing with that little voice inside, which I call, everybody has one, it's called the yin and yang of humans, right? That's what I call it. A lot of people like to operate as robots. And I'll give one example, and then I'm not going to give any more. I had made a comment on a post on Facebook about race. And I've been through racism. I was raised in the South. How we think it's so wonderful and take it for granted to identify people by color. And I made a comment and I said, identifying people by color is essentially a form of racism. Instead, I am a believer of coming in with brothers and sisters, or hey chica, or something more neutral, so that we're not identifying somebody by their cover. Because you should never judge a book by their cover, right? You don't ever judge a book by its cover. You want to get in there and read that book, right? So that you know the story. Well, it's the same way with humanity. And so when you're trying to tie all of this in with the diet and become healthy, the only way you're going to do that is if you become healthy in your mind. And with what we're going through, I'm very disheartened by it, because I was told that the Philippine people are the most hospitable people on the planet. And they have been in Poway, Cagayan, everywhere that I've traveled. But since I'm here, for some reason, it's just ugliness, ugliness, and ugliness. And it really breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, and I don't quite understand. Like I said, I don't understand someone who cries for money, and then when you start paying them, they turn around and create problems to where it really separates the relationship, correct? And not only did they shoot themselves in the foot from earning money, but now they're creating all this toxicity. And my daughter doesn't understand that. She's come from a lot of toxicity. We both have. And so I know that in my heart, when my husband returns, and I may end up having to call family in, it's really gotten to that point. If I cannot get laundry done, if I cannot do anything, or even so much go down to the store to get anything that I need, I'm going to have to call my family in. And I would hate to have to do that, because then someone's really going to be not happy. I myself could never treat another human being in such a fashion, no matter how bad I want to just run downstairs and give them back what they are dishing out. I can't do that. So my message today is, it's all about the person we want to be. Life is a movie. How do you want your movie to go? My goal at the end of my time here, when God decides to take me, I don't want to look back on my life and have see my movie play before me that all I did was hurt people. In turn, it hurts myself. I don't want to be that kind of a person. I want to be a kind of person that just wants to accept people for who they are, love them for who they are, live, laugh, and love, right? And I know it can't always be that way. But like I said, it's how we deal with it that makes all the difference. So again, if you're trying to better your health, I have a great private community, Holistic Health with Tracy Badbada. I put out a lot of good recipes, a lot of good cooking. Everything I do is for liver freedom, is what I call it. So, health freedom, from what I call it, so that we don't have to worry about being sick and we have ironclad immune systems, because things aren't going to get any better. They're going to continue to get worse. And so, on that note, I don't want anybody to feel that the Blue Lagoon is an awful place, because it's not. I want to bring all of this to you. I just can't do it right now. So I really hope that my subscribers stay with me. And I really hope that this all stops. It's really kind of disheartening to be alone here and all of this happening. It's beyond my comprehension. I've never been treated so terribly in my life. And I'm really honestly mean that. And it's just, I sit at the beach every day and I just stare at the water, because I'm like, wow. So, all righty then, But anyhow, on that note, again, if you're really trying to better your health and better yourself, do good. Be good. Recognize your own shortcomings. Fix them. Be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and really talk to yourself. If there's something that you don't like about what you're doing or how you are, change it. Change it. If you wake up tomorrow and God gives you your eyes, that's another day. It's a brand new start. Start it fresh. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Live in the now, because that's all we have. And that is my message today, because just talking here has really helped me out some today, trying to get over this. So again, mindset is all that matters. Get it straight and then start getting your body healthy. Otherwise, you're wasting your time, because like I said, karma. When your body and your mind is negative, your body feels it. And what's going to happen is it's going to pay you back somehow. And the only way your body can pay you back is to make you sick. On that note, I'm going to quit talking. So I want everyone to know that this is the best place on the planet. And I will always say that. Stay strong, stay blessed. And I did it backwards, didn't I? Stay strong, stay blessed. All righty, guys. Thanks a lot. Hope you continue watching. If I can figure out how to turn this off now. I'm so new to electronics, it's crazy. But thanks again. Stay healthy, stay blessed.